Hello everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Haley and today I have a video for you about my must-have kitchen appliances and tools. Before we get started, I will say none of these things are required to cook. None of these things are necessary, but I just I'm like a geek over kitchen appliances and tools. Anything that I can use to make cooking go faster or easier, I will use and I love to use. So with that being said, let's get into it. Okay, so the first kitchen appliance that I'm going to talk about is my air fryer. This is my newest addition to the kitchen. I got it for Christmas this past year in 2019 from my mom and dad. Shout out parents. So I have the Cosori air fryer, the Max XL 5.8 quart, and it is a hot air fryer oven and an oilless cooker for roasting, it says, which is pretty cool. It's all touchscreen and you just turn it on once you have whatever you're gonna air fry in the basket, and you can change the temperature and you can set for how many minutes. They also have preset buttons for veggies, meat, bread, seafood, frozen items, all that kind of stuff. I honestly never use the preset buttons. I always just kind of fiddle around and make my own little perfect like temperature and time for each item. I think as you use it, you get more used to how long things should be cooked, because it's not an oven and it's not a microwave, so it has to be like the perfect balance, I guess. So I make like potato wedges, or you can do baked potatoes, you can do veggies, like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, carrots, literally anything. I also use frozen items like vegan burger patties or vegan chicken nuggets or taquitos or burritos, like frozen items. You can put them in and it heats it up and gets it really crispy on the outside, which I like, instead of, you know, if you microwave a frozen burrito, it gets kind of soggy. I absolutely love this air fryer. Like I said, it's a must-have for me because I don't have an oven or a toaster oven operating in this kitchen. Really easy to clean. All you have to do is you pull the handle out, and then there's a button and the basket detaches from the bottom part and you can wash both. I usually just hand wash them, leave them to dry, stick it right back in. Definitely a must-have. I will link it down below. I believe this one on Amazon is $120 with Amazon Prime, which is a great deal, and for how much I use it, it's so worth it. I would highly recommend, if you've never used an air fryer, to definitely try it. Even if you have an oven, it's an amazing appliance. The second kitchen appliance that I often always say that I cannot live without is my beloved Vitamix Blender. I had never had a Vitamix until last summer. My parents got it for me as a graduation gift. See, they know what I want. They know that I want kitchen appliances for every holiday. I have the Vitamix 5200 blender, the professional grade, and I have the 64-ounce container that goes on top. It is a high-speed blender, my first high-speed blender. I say that because I never knew the difference between blenders and high-speed blenders, and the fact of the matter is that this thing can blend anything. I don't have a food processor, so this serves as a food processor when I want to make things like hummus, salad dressings, soups. Like if I want a creamy soup, instead of an immersion blender, I throw it all in my Vitamix. It can blend frozen bananas with no liquid and make it into a perfectly creamy banana ice cream. This thing is just, it can do it all. It's super powerful. The one that I have is pretty simple. It has a variable and a high speed. I always keep it on variable, and then I usually start blending something. There's like a 1 through 10 spectrum, and I usually start at like 5 or 6, and then depending on what it is, like if it's a smoothie, I'm gonna go 10 all the way because I like mine really like blended. But if I'm doing something more chunky like a salsa, I can bring it down. And yeah, I just think Vitamixes are top of the line, top of the market. You can find other high-speed blenders, but they're not going to be the same quality as the Vitamix. And the other cool thing about Vitamix is it comes with a warranty, so if anything happens, they'll replace it. And they also have so many different, what's the word when it's used, but I don't know what the word is, but someone owned it once and then they made it new again and they sell them. So if you go online, you can find a lot of those on Amazon. I'll link the one that I have below. They are very steep and expensive. This one is $400. It's on sale right now. It's usually $440. But yeah, $400 on Amazon Prime. And I would say the reason why I didn't have one all those years before is because I couldn't afford it. But when I got it as a gift, it is absolutely one of my favorite kitchen appliances. I use this pretty much every day. I like to make smoothies, like I said, dressings, soups, all that kind of stuff. I make like my vegan nacho cheese sauce in it. And it's just a really awesome appliance. It's so easy to clean. All I do is after I blend something, I either soak it or clean it right away. And then I use my little like power hose at the sink to get all the remnants off, and then I just flip it upside down. The best part about the Vitamix is the tool that goes inside of it that you can use to mash things and help you blend better. That's honestly like the best part of this, and that's why I really wanted it, because when you're making smoothie bowls, it's really hard to blend like frozen fruit, and so using that just helps it all kind of blend together, and it is awesome. I love my Vitamix. I can't imagine not having it. Okay, third, I have my Instant Pot Duo Mini. I love Instant Pots. I first found out about them on YouTube from other vegan YouTubers, and I told my mom, and she bought one when I still lived at home. And then quickly when I went to college, she bought me the Mini, and I had that one with me during college. This one retails for $59.99 on Amazon Prime. This is awesome. If you don't know what an Instant Pot is, it is a electric pressure cooker, and it can also be a slow cooker, a rice cooker. You can also saute things inside, and you can make like yogurt, and you can keep food warm as well in it, like soups, mashed potatoes, rice, whatever you want to keep warm. And it is a one-touch program, so super easy to use. Like the air fryer, there's a lot of preset options that you can click. There's different options like soup and broth, meat and stew, bean and chili, porridge, yogurt, all that kind of stuff. But again, like the air fryer, I don't really use those. I kind of do my own thing. So I just click pressure cook, and then I set for how long I want it to go. The things that I make the most often in this are like homemade beans. Instead of soaking your beans overnight, you can just use dry beans and pressure cook them for about 45 minutes or an hour, and they're perfect consistency. I also make homemade vegetable broth in them with some leftover veggie scraps. I also love to make soups because it's kind of like a slow cooker or a crock pot where you can just throw everything in, turn it on, and leave, and it just kind of does its thing. And I just love the idea that one pot, it all kind of cooks in a perfect like uniform way. There's no surprises, and yeah, it's just an awesome appliance to have. I have the Mini. It's only me and my cousin who live here, so whatever I'm making, it's usually perfectly enough room. But if you're cooking for a family of 4 like my mom is, or you know, you're making things in big batches, you definitely want to level up to the Instant Pot, the regular one, not the Mini. I use that one at home too. It's still just as easy to use, and it's also super easy to clean. The top just clicks in place. You can, there's a little ventilator at the top, so when you're pressure cooking, you have it closed, you have the vent closed, and then when it's done, you release the pressure, steam comes out. And then when you're ready to clean it, you take out the 3-quart pan and you can just scrub that. You can dishwash it if you want. I just hand wash it, and then I rinse and soak the top, and that's really it. It's perfectly compact because it's the mini one. It fits right on my shelf, and I really, really like this. It's definitely a must-have for me because I don't have a rice cooker. I don't have any other slow cookers or anything, and it's just, it makes cooking really easy and really fast. So I love that. Okay, and then my last must-have kitchen appliance is kind of surprising, but it is the Black & Decker citrus juicer. I love fresh squeezed orange juice. Ever since I went to Europe, I literally can never drink orange juice from concentrate or like store-bought orange juice again. It just does not taste the same. It is not as delicious, and it's not as good for you. So my mom actually got me this. See, she's gotten me all these things. I love it. She got me this in college, and I absolutely fell in love with it because I was making a lot of orange juice and grapefruit juice at the time. And so I brought it with me to Maui, and it has been awesome to make, like I said, orange juice in the morning. I love grapefruit juice for cocktails. So if you're making like homemade margaritas or greyhounds, this is perfect. It is a electric juicer. So once you plug it in, you just put the citrus on top, and it moves in a circular motion and kind of grinds down all the pulp and the flesh. I like this one because it has an option for more pulp or less pulp or no pulp at all. So you just slide this thing over and the slots open based off of that. Sometimes if I'm really feeling like no pulp, I will put it through a fine mesh sieve after to really get the pulp out. But for the most part, I just juice it right there and drink it from there. This is so easy to clean. It all comes apart, and there's just 3 main parts, and I just wash those by hand, let them dry, and it is so small and compact. It fits perfectly in my kitchen on my little desk area where I have all of my kitchen appliances. I don't know how much it is because it says it's currently unavailable on Amazon, which is annoying, but I'm pretty sure it's like less than $30. I don't think that this is necessarily a must-have for everyone or an essential for everyone, especially if you have a real juicer. But for me, since I drink so much citrus and use it for cocktails and recipes and different stuff like that, smoothies, it is a must-have for me, and I love it. It has become an essential part of my kitchen. Alright, so those are my must-have kitchen appliances and tools. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please comment down below what kitchen appliances are your essentials and which ones you want to invest in the future as well. I hope everyone is healthy and happy. Remember to be kind to yourself and to others. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!